water, but we've made it a weekly ritual to go to the source and collect some spring water. So we're going to go and take you with us. This is one of our favourite days of the week, and here, as you can see, we've got loads of glass bottles and then loads of random metal like containers, which we're going to be taking with us. We literally go in all the cupboards. We've even got our flask here. We've even got some empty kombucha bottles. But most of these bottles here used to contain spring water from the supermarket, but we're going to be reusing them and putting some even better water in there. Like, it is magic water, and we can't wait to show you this, fam. I love your hair, Karma.
Yeah.
Did Mia do that?
Yeah.
Can I see the back of it? Oh, that looks so pretty. Are you excited to go to the spring?
Yeah. Excited to fill my bottle up.
To fill your bottle up?
Yeah.
Cole's
bottle up as well.
Oh, are you right, Stina?
Yeah.
Do you have a good sleep?
Yeah, I had a great sleep.
We're going to go there nice and early this morning, aren't we? It's going to be cold though.
Yeah.
You might need to bring a little jacket because it might be cold.
I know, our problem is trousers and they are so comfy.
Oh, they look lovely.
She doesn't wear these all the time.
Look what I'm going to be wearing, my slippers.
Are you actually?
Yeah, I'm going to definitely wear them. Do you think I should wear my slippers?
No.
I look like one of the goats.
Sometimes it's a bit muddy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are there any other containers anywhere?
Sienna's got hers there.
Right.
How about yours? Karma, where's your water bottle? Because I found Coa's, but I haven't found yours. Any metal drinking bottles or any glass bottles, please can you give them to us? Mia?
My one.
Where are you?
My one.
Yeah? Oh, you look nice.
I literally just woke up, had a shower, and then just
Well, you look good for it.
got dressed super quick.
I mean, I haven't even dried my hair.
Yeah.
Look at all these little children.
Oh.
Can you see all four of them? Can we see
Yeah.
Mia? Yeah, we
Have
can
we
see
got
Mia.
them all?
Mia's the bottle guarder in the back.
My job today.
So how many bottles do you reckon we've got?
I don't know. We haven't counted. I know. Why don't we actually let one of you guys see if you can count how many bottles there are?
Okay. Well, just do a guess.
Yeah.
That's like those things, you know, where
Yeah.
it's like you win it.
Yeah.
You win, like, guess how many, I don't know, things are in
Yeah.
something, then you win it. You're not going to win anything.
Well, we could actually make
Other than
one
you'll
of those
feel proud
lady
of yourself.
machine necklaces. You know, you got that necklace which has got the holy water. What? He's wearing it. We can make our own one of the spring water. Sorry, this is getting really elaborate now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got
It
like
sounded good in the moment.
sacred spring water in it.
Why
From
did I say-
all different sites around
No,
the
we
world.
don't know how many bottles of water we've got, but it's enough to
Mia's
cover a week,
counting.
just
I can
about,
hear
isn't
her.
it?
Oh, she's actually counting.
No, we've
The
got
2 cardboard boxes have got 6 in each because they're like the original boxes that they came
I've
with.
counted those
So
70. I've just got some behind me, but
That
I can't
equals
count
12.
those behind.
Well,
Okay.
we've got enough water bottles to
So we've
last
got
about
around
a week.
We've got around about 100
For
then.
drinking water and cooking water and making drink, basically anything that we like eat and drink, that water's for it, including like cooking rice and
Yeah.
things like that. So it's enough for a whole week. Sometimes we run a little bit short, but usually it lasts, doesn't it?
If I pull forwards, the camera's going to fall
Okay,
off.
then,
So
right.
let's go.
Let's go, guys. We've actually got a really nice little trip. It's actually like a treat as well, where the spring is.
What?
No.
Really?
Yeah. It's
So
hard for me to
if
count the
you
ones
just
behind
if
me.
you wrote something and you put 99, then you won. Well done.
Wow.
100.
Yeah.
I might be wrong.
Isn't
though,
there a
it's hard to
song
know.
like 99 bottles sitting on the wall? The gate! The gate's going to
Oh.
hit the car. It's because we keep sitting here and not moving.
Right, let's just go.
Let's go.
Too busy talking.
This is a key phrase now to use the rest of your life. You must learn to discipline your disappointment.
We're now pulling up Fizz Fam at the special place. Now sometimes it can be really, really busy here, and we've seen so many people pull up before. Camper vans, police cars, tourists, cyclists, motorbike cyclists, and they pull up here to
Motorcyclists.
collect water. We're not the only ones who do it. The way we found this place was because we were driving along here to go for a hike, and I said to Darren, people are pulling up there and collecting water, because just here, Fizz Fam, is a tap, which is a spring source. Look at this, Fizz Fam. This is fresh water, spring water born from this mountain. Like, we're right in the mountains right now, and this water just flows out, never ending. A supply, an abundant supply.
And it's really hard to
fresh
get your head around that it just
spring
keeps
water.
going forever.
Because sometimes we come here and we walk away and then we have that feeling like we've left the tap on.
Yeah.
We're like, no, you don't need to feel like that. It's all right. Anybody want to come out and help? Yeah, you want to come out and help?
Yeah.
Yeah? Sometimes sometimes there's goats here,
Yeah.
isn't there? Over there, we've seen goats.
Yeah, the first time we came.
Yeah, this stunning location is like, look at this, Fizz fam, I'll just show you. All of these beautiful mountains. Yeah, we once were, me and Dad were standing there once, Mia, and a policeman came. You know, the Guardia Civil, am I saying it right? Yeah, they came along and they filled up their water bottles. A man on a bike was biking along the mountains.
Yeah.
One time we saw a man skiing up the road, didn't we?
that was so funny. He had like rollerblades on and like sticks, and he was like skiing up a hill.
I know,
the
that was
road.
crazy.
Yeah, it was like a steep hill as well. He was next level hard.
So what we do is, there's a bit of a routine, isn't there, Darren?
Rinse.
Rinse.
And then, but we usually do it on rotation, but you're too slow, Karma.
Oh, she wants to make sure she gets her moment.
Because we don't want to take too long, because a lot of people do pull up to use this, so
Yeah.
depending on how many bottles they've got, sometimes we'll just let them go in front, or if they've got just the same amount as us, then maybe we'll do like a case at a time each.
Yeah. Because yeah, sometimes people pull up in their cars and they've got like a bootload full of like bottles, and that's probably their supply as well. And we've even had people come up and they say like, healthy water, isn't it? Like everybody knows this water is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it's a really traditional thing to do as well,
Yeah.
because we do see lots of older Spanish people coming here as well, which is really cool.
We see lots of different cars with different number plates from all over Europe as well.
Yeah,
Like
camper
Lithuania.
vans and motorbikes.
France,
Because we're in the
everywhere.
middle of the mountains, this is like a nice bit where people drive their camper vans and their motorbikes when they go
Yeah.
on tours of Europe.
Can I just show you? Look up, Fizz fam. Look up. It's stunning. All the little flowers, like I don't know what you call that, heather. I know.
That way.
I know.
Wow.
We've got to sample some afterwards and tell the Fizz fam a taste review. Like guys, honestly, about 10 years ago, we got a water filter, the Brita water jug filter, and we'd fill that up with tap water, and that's what we used to drink. But then I think from around 2019, we started buying bottled water from the supermarket. But since we've moved here in Spain, for the last 3 months, since we've discovered this spring, we've been collecting it in glass bottles, and it is the best tasting water ever. Once you're used to drinking this water, then if you ever try some tap water or even bottled water, water from the supermarket, then it tastes stale. It's really weird. Tap water tastes chemically to us. Bottled water from the supermarket tastes stale. But this is like the sweetest. Like I can't describe it, Sienna. It's like, I don't know. It's like sweet and creamy and fresh.
It's really good water.
And super hydrating. But what we like about coming here as well is that we're kind of connecting with nature.
Yeah.
We're getting out. It feels really like, it's really fun. It's really nice.
Tree cutter in and then you'll get like.
Right, that one I feel like might spill.
playing with
It's
little
got a
cars.
lid on
Yeah,
it.
it's just
How does
little
that lid
balls.
close?
So this is our first little basket of water. The miscellaneous bottles.
Yeah.
Right, so little rinse, empty,
Jenna's too
and then
slow.
fill up.
When we get in a good flow, no pun intended, then we actually do it perfectly where you take it in turns to rinse and then take it in turns to fill.
Then
it
usually
goes
me and
really
Dad, we really get in sync with each other, don't
Yeah.
we?
Here we go, we're now going to do well. So
Quite cold, isn't it?
rinse, there you go, then rinse, then fill. It's a bit of a balancing act as well, like trying to get all these to stay balanced, so I just do them on opposite sides.
I love the sound of all the water, the bottles filling up. It just sounds so nice.
It still never like ceases to just fascinate me how water spins out of things as well. I don't know, it's like the magnetism in water.
Oh,
Careful.
oh no, I fell in there. Oh no.
I said don't wear those white trainers. Didn't I say don't wear them?
But my other trainers were in the wash. How can I wear wet trainers? Well, now these are wet.
Yeah, wet and muddy.
Apparently there's more of these as well.
The springs?
Yeah, all around the
Oh,
mountains.
they're all over the place. You can, I don't know what you search for in other parts of the world. I guess like actually just natural spring, but here you search for drinking water fountain on Google Maps and then it shows these.
But also there's a really amazing website that people can use. So many people, because we made, basically guys, we made reels of this. We shared it on Family Fizz, and then we had so many people saying thank you so much for letting us know. But there's a website called findaspring.org, and then you can find springs in your local area.
Yeah, it started off as US. So there was like, when we first started looking at that in like 2020, it was pretty much only showing springs in the US, but now since then, it now shows all over the world,
Yeah.
which is really cool. And obviously the more people find out about it, then they can add a spring on there as well. They can say where, you know, they've got
Yeah.
one near them, and then other people find out about it, because considering it just flows forever, you kind of want to share it with people, don't you?
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
this
there's no
water,
scarcity, it's just complete abundance.
this water is free, really healthy. All you got to do, Sienna, is just collect loads of glass bottles.
Yeah.
Basically, we bought glass bottles with mineral water in it from the supermarket, and then we've kept them. And if
Well,
you,
if any, you know, like these bottles of water or any other brand of water, they do literally come from a mountain source.
yeah,
And when we first started getting spring water, I was a little bit concerned about, oh, it might have contaminants, etc. So I bought a digital tester and also testing strips. And we did all the testing strips, and we also used the digital tester. And then not only did I try to interpret the readings myself, but I also put the whole lot into ChatGPT and said, like, tell me the quality of this water based upon these readings. And it was saying it was just really healthy water.
yeah. I mean,
So,
the
yeah.
social proof of all
Amazing.
the locals coming here as
Yeah,
well
yeah.
is good as well. Another thing about this water as well is we don't get any lime scale in our kettle anymore.
I know, yeah. Yeah, it's so good.
It's soft water.
Yeah, it's really good.
It tastes
Right, how
soft.
do we
It
do this,
tastes
Sienna?
creamy and just delicious.
So confused.
Oh no, I haven't.
Oh, well done.
Oh,
Well done, you've
yay.
got it.
Must have
I've done this
figured out
bottle
the
in
net.
many a times.
I think that basket's done now.
Is that your
Don't
last
you
one?
fall in the mud as well,
Yeah.
Sienna.
Right, careful,
No,
careful.
please no.
What are you looking at?
We're looking at how fast cars can go.
Wow.
That's quite a slow car though, and a slow bus.
Right, so we've got these filled up.
No, that's a
Got
bus
those
car.
to fill up
That's a
still. These are filled up. Are these filled up? They're
Yeah.
filled up. Where's your water bottle? Have you filled
Oh,
that
it's
yet?
in my bag. I need to
This
do
one.
that.
Oh,
It's actually quite cozy. It feels like I'm sitting like, you know when you sit on the edge of a camper van and like
Yeah,
the back door's open? That's what it feels like.
it does feel like that, yeah. How are we doing, guys?
3 left in this one.
Mia's got a whole crate left. It's a bit hard to balance it on there, isn't it?
it is, yeah.
Because our bottles that we were filling up here before lasted us a week. But that was just as drinking water and cups of tea and, yeah, basically anything we drank. But then now we've started using it for cooking as well. So we're using it when we heat up rice, like cook rice or cook whatever else requires water. And so now I don't know whether it's quite going to last us a week. Like, we might need a few more bottles, mightn't we? Hence why
Yeah.
we're filling up every single container that we can find.
Right, one more crate complete.
Yep. Right, you need to jump out of the way for me, Keller.
One.
Did all those get filled up? Yes.
I think there's one box there which is empty.
And what about that? That's empty.
Yeah, do you want to take that for Mia, Sienna, please?
Has it? It's got a hole in the bottom?
Like there.
Oh, it's just tiny.
Only a small one, but
Tiny, that's okay.
So is this the last crate?
That is the last ones, yeah.
And we filled up one of these. Wow! You know what we need to do?
what's
We need
that?
to try some.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to get my bottle out of Fizz Fan, which is this pink one. This is yours, Darren. If you're wondering why we're bringing tea towels, it's because on the way back home the bottles was clinking and banging, so we kind of wedged them in with the tea towels. Have you got your water bottle filled up, Mia?
Yeah, so try
Right.
some.
Yeah. Do a taste test when it's proper fresh.
Taste test.
So refreshing.
Yeah.
No, it is
Can I
good.
try some water?
Oh, is that a straw one, is it? Oh, right.
Oh, that's nice.
Can I try some?
Yeah, you can try some out of mine if you want.
Where is your water bottle? We
I
brought
don't
it with
know.
us. Did you? Yeah, here's Colours.
I don't know where. I never saw Karma's.
Oh, maybe we didn't find yours, Karma. Here's Colours.
Drink out of mine if you want.
There you go, Colour.
Just drink out of mine. It doesn't matter. When you drink it fresh out of glass bottles, that's even better than metal. I'm gonna do my instead of wine tasting or chocolate tasting.
No,
water
it's
tasting.
so good. Wow, it's now kicking in. It's so nice.
It's sweet and it's got the cleanest, purest taste. I just, like for some...
It's hard to describe.
When I was younger, I used to think water tastes like water. It just tastes the same. Like, how can water taste of anything? But honestly, once you start drinking this, then you have a contrast.
No, but that is the same thing. It's like saying wine tastes like wine, or milk tastes like milk, orange juice tastes like orange juice. But actually, they vary a lot.
It's just, I just can't explain it. It just tastes like alive. Like the energy in this is amazing.
I said it the other day anyway, the difference between like freshly squeezed orange juice or orange juice that's just been in a carton for months.
The smell
that's the
is important as
difference.
well. I also can smell. Like with tap water, I can smell if it's tap water straight away. No smell. Zero chemical smell.
Well, yeah, obviously, because it's natural.
Spring water is the best what you can have for hydrating. It actually like fills up all your water cells, doesn't it? It actually stays there. Whereas some water can actually make your body more dehydrated, and it uses up a lot of energy to try and process the water. Whereas this water just goes straight away.
Look at all the motorbikes.
Sometimes you're here and the sound of this is so beautiful and natural, but then sometimes it's just loads of motorbikes coming past.
Yeah.
Isn't there? But wow, I feel so grateful that we've just gone and done that.
Yeah, just saying that in terms of like the energy of water and stuff. I've watched some YouTube videos by a lady called Isabel Friend, which are really good if you wanted to know any more information about this.
Also, there's a water codes book that I read, and it talks all about the crystalline
it's
structure
amazing,
of water, and that water has
We'll have
like...
to show them on our bookshelf when we get home.
Oh yeah.
Another ritual that we've got since we've been living here in Spain, it's not a weekly one, but it's more like a daily one, which we basically structure our days around the sun. So we like get loads of stuff done when it's not that peak piece of sun, so we can always make sure we get some sunlight and get some sun rays on our skin. So yeah, we're kind of like cats, you know, where cats just like go and lie wherever there's a bit of sun. We're like that, but during this time of the year it's kind of like the middle of the afternoon, so we try to get most of the stuff done that we have to get done before that, middle of the afternoon, then we get a bit of sun, then we make dinner after that. So it's a lovely little routine.
But then in the
isn't it?
summer it's kind of the opposite. When it's the hottest point of the day, we try and avoid the sun, then we'll get on with our work then, and then in the summer we'll either go first thing in the morning like to the beach, and then in the afternoon we'll go to the beach like after dinner.
Yeah,
because that's when it's not its hottest, and then it's like you don't get burnt or anything.
yeah, you have to do it in reverse in
yeah,
summer,
you do, but in the winter it's middle of the day you want to come out, because if not it's freezing.
Yeah. Also, I just found out, I didn't forget, don't worry, I just found that book from our bookshelf, what we mentioned earlier, Water Codes. Don't know if you can see that, let me have a look. Yeah, Water Codes by Dr. Carly Newday. It was really good. It's very well referenced, and like it basically combines loads of other books and scientific papers about water and just combines the whole lot. It's a really fascinating read, and it's another one of the things that kind of, I don't know, helped bring us to drinking spring water, didn't it?
Yeah.
Even just the thing, you know, like how with, say, like when you buy a water filter jug and it goes through all those bits of like the sediment layers, doesn't it? There's like a carbon layer and I don't know, whatever, different types of rocks that it goes through to filter it. But that is literally what the earth does, but instead of over like 5 minutes in a water filter jug, it does it over like 1,000 years. So it's actually really pure as well.
The water is super filtrated.
Yeah.
And you know, I mentioned findaspring.org for this film, check it out, but they've actually got some videos on YouTube, because I looked at one earlier when I was making the thumbnails.
Yeah.
And they've got some little like informational pieces, which is quite cool. But guys, that book Water Codes also talks about crystals and things like that. It's really, really cool, because they're saying that in water there's crystals.
Well, it's a liquid crystal basically.
Yeah. So if you like crystals, you'll love that book as well. Wake myself up. I actually had a nap when I was sunbathing. Does it look like I've had a nap, Darren?
A little bit.
You know when you feel groggy? Like, I feel kind of good but not good at the same time. But now it's going to be dinner time. We always have our dinner roughly in the early afternoon, if that makes sense.
No, it doesn't. It's not early afternoon. Early afternoon, you have definitely just woken up. Early afternoon means like 1, 2 o'clock.
Oh, right. We have dinner at roughly around 3:30, 4 p.m. That's when we like to eat.
Yeah.
So some people call that an early dinner, but I think in the UK maybe some people do have it. Then I don't know, but that's when we like.
Not
to
that
eat
early,
dinner.
no. We're very early.
I think my mum did used to have dinner roughly around then. Actually, my mum.
Not 5.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, so we're going to be having a
5 is not 3:30, is it?
inspired bowl for dinner, and it's just inspired by Greece, which arguably has some of the best food in the world, I must admit. So in the bowl, the first thing that you have to prepare is the potatoes. So I'm going to parboil these potatoes, and then I'm going to roast them in the oven with like oregano and like coconut oil on them, and then I'm going to make all the other parts of the dish. It's really, really fun. It's a bit like a family fizz fun bowl, but it's more centered around all the flavours of Greece.
And what's Mum asked for, Cams?
She said we should pick some oregano for the dinner. Oh, this one's got a little bit stuck on here. Like tied itself on it. Okay, anyway, picking. We always pick them from the side because then they can grow through the middle.
It smells a lot, the oregano, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, look.
Very strong smell. Oh, what's that colour?
Pollen.
What?
What?
Isn't that some sort of...
Did you pick it up?
What is that? That's some sort of bug eggs, isn't it? You have to knock that off. No, it's okay. Let me have a look. Right, we'll have to take those off. We'll rinse it.
No, we can't eat that. No.
Well, it's organic stuff, isn't it? That's what happens.
It's fine.
It has
Most of the
nature
stuff
on
doesn't
it.
have that on, but
No,
it
it
just
doesn't.
freaks me out a bit when I do see it.
I've never seen that yet. I've never seen like any bugs on it. When it was very first planted, there was one slug, wasn't there?
Yeah, the slugs I don't really mind so
I think
much.
the slug
'cause they're,
came
big,
with it. I think it
like
was
you won't accidentally eat them.
because it's obviously surrounded by loads of concrete, so there isn't really much makes its way
Yeah,
over
where
here.
have they
Got a
came
tiny
from?
leaf cover. No, I think it was there in the soil when it got planted.
Yeah,
Originally,
that would
wasn't
make
it?
sense.
Yeah.
Mum wanted some parsley, but I can't. Oh yeah, this is the parsley, because that's coriander here, and then this is the parsley. And if you guys want to know the difference, I've only learnt this recently, to be honest. I'll just have to eat this. Oh, I accidentally picked half the leaf. I'll have to eat the leftovers. So the coriander is this one, and this is quite a big leaf for coriander, but this bit broke off. But you'll notice coriander, it's like, it comes where it almost looks like 3 separate leaves. Koa, Mum didn't want any greens, she just wanted herbs. No greens, Koa. Where it looks like kind of 3 separate leaves, and like the leaves are more like rounded, whereas this one is more like pointy. And one
yeah, I
leaf
can see it now.
more
Yeah,
just
yeah.
looks like one leaf. Even if it
Right.
was a lot bigger, like the same size as that, it would still kind of be like one leaf, whereas this more looks like multiple.
Yeah.
But in saying that, I guess it kind of does. I don't know, but either way, this one is rounded, that one's pointy. So
Okay,
we
well
need the
done.
pointy
Well done
ones.
that you figured that out, or Mum taught you. I'll figure it out eventually.
Got quite a lot so far.
Yeah, it smells so fragrant, Carms, doesn't it? Very medicinal, oregano is. But yeah, so this is absolute abundance. Oh, I need to give them a water, but just not while it's bright sun. Because from what I've been told, I'm not exactly an expert, but from what I've been told, don't water them when it's bright sun, because they can kind of get a bit burnt. Yeah, but you water them like first thing in the morning or last thing at the end of the day. So I didn't do it this morning, even though I do have a reminder for it every day, but I need to do it at the end of the day then, don't I? I was just sending the photo of those little egg things to the guy who planted all of our organic vegetables outside. But then we also found another leaf that had these microscopic looking little maggot things. I'm not going to show it on the vlog because it was gross. But anyway, when I was just sending them to this guy, then I said, ugh, when I saw them up close. Then Mia was like...
Yeah, I thought what he'd done is like looked it up on, you know, like ChatGPT or something to see what type of egg it was.
So basically, what an absolute genius. So that's what I just did. I just uploaded it to ChatGPT, and it said the bugs on your vegetable leaf appear to be cabbage white butterfly larvae, commonly known as cabbage caterpillars. These small caterpillars hatch from the eggs of the cabbage white butterfly and feed on brassica plants like cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower and kale, causing leaf damage. How to control them? You can either hand pick them, remove the caterpillars manually and relocate them away from your plants, which we basically have done anyway. And then you can encourage natural predators like ladybugs, parasitic wasps and birds. Well, fair enough, if they go there, hopefully they go there. Or neem oil. You can spray organic sprays like neem oil on them. So we kind of have a solution already.
Guys, I know that's disgusting.
Or it says companion planting. Planting herbs like thyme, mint or dill can help deter cabbage white butterflies. So we have oregano in one of the...
dill. I love dill. Let's get dill.
Right, we did have some dill, but it died. That was the thing, because basically when we planted all of that, we were just planting lots of different things. They do kind of synergistically help one another. The guy did say that some things will die off and some things will flourish, and it's just like the natural cycle of how things work. So we did have dill, but that immediately died. So hopefully I'll still get a bit of advice from him as well, but it's quite cool that actually, I don't know, like technology can be pretty amazing, can't
Can you
it?
come and record this? Because I know
I've
that
just found that out. Thanks for holding the
that
camera.
stuff is disgusting and it's made me feel gross. I'll show
Yeah,
you.
me too.
I'll show you something beautiful. I've made some hummus.
Oh, amazing! With some of those pink peppercorns on.
Yeah, on top, and I've got a bit of oregano on
So
top.
did you
a bit
use
of
dry
cardamom.
chickpeas or?
I used some pre-cooked ones
Yeah,
for
got
today's
it.
one because I
Got
know
it.
I have in the Greek bowl, so it's nice to have a dollop of hummus. It's full of protein and
Amazing.
healthy
So how
fats.
do you make this?
Right, so usually with hummus you add tahini and lemon juice. We don't have that, so I added lime juice instead because it's really nice having the citrus. Loads of organic extra virgin olive oil, and I blended it up with some dried chickpeas. And then I've added on some kala namak because it adds
Is there
a bit of
any
a sort
like
of flavour.
formula to the ratios?
Well, probably.
I mean, it's
like
predominantly
20%.
chickpeas,
Well,
obviously,
well, you have to add enough oil into it so that it blends.
Right.
But I've
got it.
made it a bit chunky as
So it's
well.
chickpeas and olive oil basically then, isn't
Yeah,
it?
and some lime, a whole lime juice into it
Yeah.
as the flavour. But usually the traditional recipe, which is Middle Eastern, as opposed to in Greece. In Greek foods, there's sometimes a crossover between Greek food and like a Middle Eastern food, isn't there? And I think that, you know, for instance, in like Turkey.
I've been collecting, right, basically, I keep feeling things get stuck on my back and I've been collecting them, just putting them in my pocket and not reacting. So I've got poo, and then let's see, I haven't seen the others. Oh, I've got poo. And then I've also got, poo. Okay.
I really wanted to be like, oh, should I stick on Dad's back? I might get in trouble, so I was like, I'll do it.
It only says poo, it's not that offensive, it's fine, I could deal
I've
with
got
it.
some other delicious things cooking. I'm roasting some chickpeas as like a little topper for our salad bowl.
Okay.
And I'm going to drain the white potatoes and we're going to roast them in the oven.
Careful
That's
that
gonna be
with your hand.
Oh,
Do you want-
could you put
do you want help?
the colander into
Yeah.
this thing? So I couldn't think what it's called.
There you go.
So a lot of the protein.
Wow, that is so much steam.
Wow.
So we're using our spring water for those potatoes, aren't we?
Yeah. Right, so now what I'm going to do.
Hence why we're still trying to figure out how much water we're going to need. So we're probably going to have to buy quite a lot of more glass bottles because we still only want to go once a week. Like, so we just need enough bottles for that. So we're still figuring it out,
I'd
aren't
love
we?
to go twice a week, but that's getting a little bit impractical.
I mean, it depends how close, like if someone's got one really close to their house. Because basically, since like figuring this out, when we were planning on building a house in Costa Rica, and we bought a piece of land, and we went so far through the process, and we were nearly going to start building, and then things just weren't, there were too many signs of things weren't working out right, and we were like, because you know that thing of sometimes where when you start committing to something, you're like, no, I'm just going to go all the way through. Like, I don't know, you start a book and then you realise it's rubbish or it doesn't align with what you're trying to read about or whatever. And you can either just go, no, I'm going to read the whole book, I paid for it, or you can just say, actually, I'd rather just save my time. So anyway, we had one of those situations in Costa Rica and decided, no, we're just going to leave. But we still do have that dream of having a piece of land, especially with a natural spring, or, well, preferably a spring or a well on it. And we've seen a lot of pieces of land here. We even drove past one today, didn't we?
Yeah.
Where we actually saw a house, and then at the side of the
Beautiful, it's
house
gorgeous.
was a spring
Yeah.
coming out of it. So just the same as like that one we showed you earlier, where it's like they put a concrete bit over it and like put a pipe coming out of it, but it's essentially just coming out of the mountain. And there are ones where it's just trickling out of the mountains as well and going across the roads. But so they'd put a pipe on it and it was just flowing out of the side, out of the wall, out of the side, and then it had a little basin around it and it just never stopped. It's so good.
Well, on the Instagram reels where I shared us collecting spring water, so many of you guys said, have you ever drank spring water before? And so many people said that like in their country they have like natural glacier water. That's their tap water.
Yeah, amazing.
And it's like spring water, there's fresh water, like loads of people saying, well, like in their country it's really common for them to go and collect water like in the side of the mountain as well, like it's a tradition. And some of that tradition is going a little bit sadly.
When we lived in Mexico, actually, our tap water came from the cenotes. So they said it was too high mineral content to drink, but it was amazing. Like basically every time we had a bath or a shower in that house in Mexico was just like being in a thermal, like natural water bath, wasn't it? It was
Yeah,
so
do you know
good.
what one trip I'd love to do? I'd like us to go and like visit some natural springs, but like a hot spring what you can bathe in.
Yeah,
The ones
lovely.
that are full of sulphur.
So good. What are you lot up to?
I like the butt poo.
Is there anything else you can write other than poo?
Sticky butt poo.
Come on.
I think once they learned how to write the word poo, it was like revolutionary for them. Like, they write letters to everyone with poo on it.
They're just like, who needs to know how to write anything else if you can write that? Not on the sofa though, remember?
Yeah. And there's my pen.
It's Mia's special pen, what she got.
Special pen for writing.
Her Swarovski
What's the
pen,
special
isn't it?
notebook?
Oh yeah, Sienna broke your notebook, didn't she? How's it getting on? Have you put like duct tape on it or something?
It's fine. You can't even notice.
I mean, I would be, if it was my notebook, I would be disappointed as well, so I understand.
Are we going to relegate this one to where you know you need to rip the pages out?
Yeah.
You need a page ripped out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like
I'm
scrap
sorry,
notes.
I need
It's really
one.
bad.
But you could just stick
Okay,
it
I
up.
can't blame you. You are too.
I can't
I
blame
love how you're
Pooh.
just carrying on chatting.
I can't blame Pooh for being
I'm
Pooh.
making some roasted balsamic chickpeas as well as a little crunchy salad topper for the bowl. An extra dish.
Ooh,
I wrote random letters.
there's something like butt crack on it, doesn't it? I can see that's what you tried to write, Karma.
Are you trying to write stinky butt crack?
Everybody, I'm going to show you how to build the Greek bowl because I'm going to be very particular about how you do it because I want it to be a
Looks
proper
amazing.
culinary experience. So first of all, you're going to put the potatoes which have been roasted and loads of herbs. The potatoes are the delicious carby sauce, so I had to think what they were for a
You're
minute.
doing handstands, Cara, okay.
Good boy. Beautiful caterpillar salad. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
I can't believe you just said that.
That's not even funny.
We're not vegan. No, I'm joking. I've washed these thoroughly. This is actually some lettuce from the fridge and some of the kale from the garden. We're going to save the cabbage. We're going to have that steamed another night.
I'm really gonna have to
And
use
it's
all my
got-
courage not to skip
So everybody, so many of you guys want to know about our recipes, but we are going to be making a recipe book this year. But it's got thin slices of leek in it, which is really good, like for your gut.
yum.
And people love hearing about what's good for your gut. It's not bloating.
I'm not laughing about that. I'm laughing because you almost said it's good for your digestion again.
No, it's good for your gut. And then you can drizzle some extra dressing on. This has got mint in it. This is the healthy fats. It's
That
got
looks
loads
so
of cashews and hemp seeds in it, full of so much goodness in there.
By the way, your cocktail
And
is
mint and oregano.
So you just blended it
No,
all
it's
up?
not.
It is the sea.
What did you use as a liquid? Water?
A bit of water and lots of olive oil and lemon juice.
Right, so water, olive oil, lemon juice, cashews.
There's a little bit in the
What
salad
else did you
already.
say? Hemp seeds?
Yeah, hemp seeds. Loads of omegas in it. So I've mixed some up. It's like a kind of creamy dressing. I've mixed them up already, but we can put more on top so we actually get loads of the flavour. Then we've got this lovely like fresh cucumber and olive and red onion salad. Unfortunately, our knife was blunt, so usually I chop this up really fine, or Mia does sometimes as well. So this has got loads of fresh raw vegetables in it, all lovely Greek, you know.
Has it called balsamic?
Yeah, it's got some
fried
balsamic in it as well.
Nice.
I would put figs in there as well if we had any figs. And then we have some tempeh. This is chickpea tempeh. This is full of protein. And then we're going to dollop on some of this hummus that I made.
Hummus.
That I already showed you.
That was so
And then we've got some chickpea croutons to put on top of the salad like that.
Interesting.
So that's like those bread things you get on a Caesar salad.
But
Yeah,
kind of vibing
croutons.
me. Yeah,
Croutons.
some people
Yeah.
make these proper crispy, but I like them to be a bit little softer, not too
I
dry
don't
down.
like the texture of croutons anyways. These look nicer than the texture
Oh, I like
of
croutons.
Yeah, and then you can also put the dressing
Have a go.
on top of all the potatoes and the salad if you want. But here it is.
That's good.
I know.
Well done, Mum.
I actually might put a couple more potatoes on. There we go. But guys, I'm so excited.
Never too many potatoes.
Tuck in, everyone. Guys!
I've got to dig in with these.
Come on, handstanders.
Disabled the sofa though.
Come on, don't worry, I'll put the cushions back. Your handstanders.
I just say
Disassembled the sofa. Here is served. Looks absolutely amazing. Thank you, Georgie.
Guys,
Lovely meal.
The potatoes.
Lovely view.